Hello students, good morning to all. Welcome back to the science class. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about a new lesson. Lesson 17, Plant Kingdom. What we learned in the previous classes? Lesson 16, Microorganisms. Okay, so today we have to discuss about Lesson 17, Plant Kingdom. Plant Kingdom. Before that, we can discuss some of the things. Okay, so first of all, kingdom. What is kingdom? So in our year, lots of species are there, living organisms are there. We know very well. Okay, different varieties of living organisms, plants, animals, microorganisms, like this. Lot of living organisms are there. Do you know how many types of species are there? Till the date we found 8.7 millions of species. Okay, so totally the living organisms are divided into two kingdoms. What are the kingdom? Plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Okay, plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Plant kingdom, all plants are comes under plant kingdom. Okay, all animals and human beings comes under the animal kingdom. Okay, so in this lesson we have to discuss about plant kingdom. Plant kingdom. Okay, already I told to you, totally 8.7 million species are found. Okay, so in this 8.7 millions of species, 6.5 millions of species are living in the land, terrestrial. Okay, living on the land. Okay, so next remaining 2.2 millions of species are living in the ocean. Are living in the ocean. So 6.5 millions of species are living in the land. 2.2 millions of species are living in the ocean. Okay. So the plants are totally divided into two major groups. What are the major groups? Flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Okay. So what are the plants? It's bearing the flowers. That is what called flowering. Okay, non-flowering means what are the plants cannot bearing the flowers. That is what called non-flowering. Okay, so non-flowering, flowering. Flowering plants, nearly 4 lakh species are there. 4 lakh species of the 8.7 million species. It is a flowering plants. Okay, so the flowering plants is called phanerogames. Phanerogames. Okay, non-flowering plants are called cryptogames. Phanerogames and cryptogames. You should know. Okay. So next is the cryptogames. What are the things are there? It is classified into Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. The cryptogames, the non-flowering plants, are classified into Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. Okay. So in this lesson, we have to discuss about algae, fungi, bryophytes and pteridophytes, like non-flowering plants. Cryptogames we have to discuss in this lesson. Okay students? So in this lesson, the first topic is algae. Okay, algae it is one of the thallophyte. Okay, algae is one of the thallophyte. Algae is a Latin word. Okay, what is the meaning of this algae word? That is a seaweed. Seaweed, it is the meaning of word algae in Latin. Okay, so algae, it is a primitive plant, very simple plant. Okay, it is a primitive plant and it have the chlorophyll. That's why it is in the green color. Okay, because of having chlorophyll only, it is comes under the plant. It is comes under the plant. Okay. So it has the chlorophyll and it is a very primitive plant. Okay, if it have chlorophyll, what will happen? It can produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, so that's why this is called autotrophs. That's why this is called autotrophs. What is the meaning of autotrophs? What are the organisms can prepare their own food? That organisms are comes under the autotrophs. Okay, so the algae also one of the autotrophs. Okay, so it comes under the Thallophyta. The plant body of the algae, it is called thallus. Thallus. What is the meaning of thallus? Do you know? So thallus means the whole plant body, it cannot differentiate into stem, root, leaf. Like this, differentiation not found. Okay, that type of plant body is called thallus. Okay, what is the meaning of thallus? The thallus plant body does not differentiate into stem, leaf, root, like this. Okay, that's why this is called thallus. Okay, so the thallus, that's why it is comes under the type Thallophyta. Okay, so next, where it is living? Algae, it is a aquatic plant. Maximum, it is lives in the water. Maybe it is a fresh water or marine water. In the wet soil also, in wet places also, it will grow. We know very well. In the near the restroom or hand washing areas and near the well, we can feel the green color layer. Do you know? பாசம் பூச்சிருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவோம் தமிழ். சொல்லுவோம்ல, வீட்டில் நம்ம பாத்ரூமில் ஹேண்ட் வாஷ் பண்ணுற இடத்துலலாம் பார்த்தா, ஸ்கூலில் இல்லை கிணத்தடியிலலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நல்லா க்ரீன் கலரில் இருக்கும், வழுக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும். Do you know? That is what called algae. Okay, so it can live in the fresh water, marine water and wet places also. Okay, and some of the algae, it is very minute in size and it floats on the fresh water. It floats on the water. Okay, that type of algae are called phytoplankton. Phytoplankton. If you see in the pond areas, it's the pond surface fully, it can cover with a green color layer. Did you see that anywhere? In some of the areas, the rainwater also standing in some of the area. After 1 week, we can find the green color layer on the water. That is a phytoplankton. Okay. So next, it can live as a symbiont. What is the meaning of symbiont? Mutual partnership. Okay. It can live with the other organism. That is what called lichen. Lichen means algae. It mutually live with the lichen. Okay. So next, mutually live with the fungi. Okay. Algae and fungi together live. It is what called lichen. Okay. So next, the study of algae, it is what called algology or phycology. Do you remember? This algology and phycology, we already studied in the previous lesson, in the lesson of microorganism. Do you remember? Okay, fine. So next, reproduction. So algae, it is reproduced by 3 modes. What are the modes? Vegetative reproduction, sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. By these 3 ways also, algae can reproduce. Okay, vegetative reproduction, asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Okay, the next one, it is a classification of algae. Okay, so first, the algae is classified into 4 categories. Okay, how many categories? 4 categories. What are the? Blue-green algae, green algae, brown algae and red algae. Okay, what are the? Blue-green algae, green algae, brown algae and red algae. Okay, so totally 4 categories are there. What are the? Blue-green algae, green algae, brown algae, red algae. Okay. So the blue-green algae, it is otherwise called cyanophyceae. And green algae, it is called chlorophyceae. Brown algae, it is called pyrophyceae. And red algae, it is called rhodophyceae. Okay, what are the? Cyanophyceae, chlorophyceae, pyrophyceae and rhodophyceae. Okay, cyanophyceae, chlorophyceae, pyrophyceae and rhodophyceae. Okay, what are the examples? For blue-green algae, Acidoria, it is an example. Okay, so example species. One examples are given here. Okay, so next, Chlamydomonas comes under the green algae. Laminariatis comes under the brown algae. Parsimoniatis comes under the red algae. Okay, so next one, it is these are the things are pigments. What is pigments? The color giving substance. The color giving substance, it is called pigments. Okay, so what are the pigments are present in each of these categories? First, blue-green algae contain phycocyanin. Blue-green algae, phycocyanin. Green algae, chlorophyll. Green algae, chlorophyll. Brown algae, laminaria. Brown algae, laminaria. Red algae it is a brown algae it is a fucoxanthin, and red algae it is a picoerythrin, picocyanin, chlorophyll, fucoxanthin, picoerythrin. These are the pigments. Once again I will tell to you: picoxanthin, chlorophyll, fucoxanthin and picoerythrin. Okay. So next one it is a storage food materials. See, prepare their food and store in some of the areas. We know very well. Plants are stored the food materials. Okay. So these are the categories. These are the algae. It is stored in which form? First one, blue green algae stored as a cyanophycean starch. It is stored as a cyanophycean starch. And green algae it is stored as a starch. Simply starch. Okay. Next, brown algae it is stored as a laminarian starch and mannitol. It is stored as laminarian starch and mannitol. Next, red algae it is stored as a floridian starch. Okay, these are the classification of algae. The next topic it is economic importance of algae. Algae it is used in what are the areas? Okay, so first it is used as a food. It is used as a food for human and animals also. Okay, alga, spirulina, chlorella, this everything it is used as a food for human being. Okay, so next laminaria and ascophyllum. These are also one of the algae. Okay, so this is used as a food for animals. Okay, so next one it is used in the agriculture. Okay, in the field of agriculture. Okay, in agriculture, in which way it is used? First of all, Nasta and Amadina. These are the species are used in the agriculture. What is the purpose? It is used to fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. It is used to fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. Okay. So result of this, what will happen? The fertility of the soil get increased. Okay. Soil get lot of nutrients. Okay. So that is the use of algae in agriculture. Next one, agar-agar. In the jelly preparation, Gelidium and Gracilaria. These are the algae. It is used as an agar-agar. In the ice cream manufacturing, jelly manufacturing, we can use the agar-agar. Okay. And then, what is the important thing of agar-agar? It is used as a culture medium in the laboratories. Okay. In the laboratories, it is used as a culture medium. Okay. So next one, iodine. From algae, the iodine also get it. Okay. In which species? Laminaria. From laminaria, the iodine content also we can get. Next, the chlorella. Chlorella, it is one of the algae. It is used in the space travel. Okay, space traveling. The chlorella it is used. For what are the purpose? First one, it is used to get rid of the carbon dioxide. It is used to get rid of the carbon dioxide, and it is used to decompose the waste, human waste. Okay, so this is a role of chlorella in the space travel. Okay, so the next thing, SCP. What is the meaning of SCP? Do you know? Single cell protein. Okay, so nowadays we can use lot of protein products, protein shake, like this. We can use lot of protein product. Okay, so the single cell protein it also used as a protein shake. Okay, so chlorella and spirulina. From these of the species we can get the protein also. Okay, so the chlorella and spirulina is a unicellular organism. So that's why they mention single cell protein. So these are the single cell protein. Okay, but it contain lot of protein. Okay, so that's why it is called single cell protein. Okay, ma'am. Students, the next topic is a fungi. Algae we completed. Okay, so next topic it is a fungi. First, what are the characteristic features of fungi? First of all, it also comes under the Thallophyta. It also comes under the Thallophyta. So Thallophyta means the plant body, it is made by thallus. There is no differentiation as a root, stem, leaf, like this. Okay, so there is no differentiation. So the thallus of the fungi, it is called hypa. Thallus of the fungi, it is called hypa. Okay, so the hypa, it is highly branched and it is present like a web. Okay, that web it is called mycelium. Mycelium. Okay, so it is comes under the Thallophyta. Thallophyta means the plant body, it is made by thallus. The thallus of the fungi, it is called hypa. Okay, so the group of hypa, it is called mycelium. It form the network. Okay, the network it is called mycelium. We know very well about the fungi, algae and fungi also, because in the previous lesson in microorganism also we discussed about algae and fungi. Okay, so the fungi, it is a maybe unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular microorganisms also there and macroorganism also there. Okay, multicellular also there. Okay, so next the cell wall of the fungi, it is made by chitin. The cell wall of the fungi, it is made by chitin. Okay, so next food material. In the algae also we discussed what are the food materials in the 4 category also. Okay, so likewise here, what is the food material? Glycogen and oil content. Glycogen and oil content. Here there is no starch. In fungi there is no starch, but in the algae, Floridian starch, laminarian starch, like this starch contents are present in the algae, but here there is no starch. Here glycogen and oil are the food materials. Okay, next why here the starch is not there? Because it is a heterotrophs. What is heterotrophs? The algae, it is comes under the heterotrophs or autotrophs? Autotrophs. Okay, autotrophs mean what are the organisms can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. That organisms only called autotrophs. Okay, so what is the meaning of heterotrophs? The organism cannot synthesize their own food. Cannot synthesize their own food. It takes from other organisms. Otherwise, it takes from any other substance. Okay, so that is what called heterotrophs. Okay, here the fungi, it is a heterotroph. Why it is a heterotroph? Here there is no chlorophyll. Here there is no chlorophyll. If the chlorophyll is present in, it can synthesize their own food. But here there is no chlorophyll. Okay, so next it can live as parasite, saprophyte and symbionts. Parasites. What is parasites? A living organism. It depends the other living organism for food. That is what called parasite. Okay, so the fungi, it is lives as a parasite also. Next one, saprophyte. What is saprophyte? The organism, it depends the death and decay matters. It take the food from the death and decay matters. That is a saprophyte. Okay, example, mushroom. Mushroom is one of the fungi. We know very well. Do you know? Yes, mushroom, it is a fungi. Where it will grow? It will grow on the wood or any other what we tell, in the non-living substance. It grow on the non-living substance. Okay, so saprophyte. Death and decay matter. It grows in the decayed matter only. Okay, so that is a saprophyte. Next is symbionts. Symbionts we can say in the algae also. What is symbiont? Two organisms mutually live together. That is what called symbiont. The fungi, it is grow with algae. That is what called lichen. Okay. So this is all. Next, study of fungi, it is called mycology. Study of fungi, it is called mycology. Study of algae, it is a algology or mycology. That is a mycology and this is a mycology. Study about the fungi is called mycology. Okay. So next we have to move to the classification of fungi. Classification of fungi. There the algae is classified into 4. What are they? Did you remember? Green algae, blue-green algae, brown algae, red algae. Here it is divided into 2. Myxomycetes and Eumycetes. Okay, Myxomycetes and Eumycetes. Okay, Myxomycetes and Eumycetes. Eumycetes again divided into 4 classes. Again divided into 4 classes. What are the classes? Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes, Deuteromycetes. What are the? Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. Okay. Fungi is divided into 2 order. What are they? Myxomycetes, Eumycetes. Eumycetes again divided into 4 classes. What are the classes? Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes. Okay. So this is the fungi. Okay. So next one, economic importance of fungi. In what are the ways, in what are the field the fungi will use. Okay, so that is the economic importance of fungi. It is used as an antibiotic. First of all, it is used as an antibiotic. Some of the antibiotics are produced from fungi. Okay, so some examples are given here: penicillin and cephalosporin. Penicillin and cephalosporin. These are the antibiotics obtained from the fungi only. Obtained from fungi only. Next one, food. Next one, food. The fungi, it is used as a food also. It is used as a food. We know very well about the food of fungi. What is it? It is a very favorite of some of the persons. Mushroom. It is very delicious food. Am I correct? So the mushroom, Agaricus. Okay, so the mushroom, it is used as a food. The mushroom, it is one of the fungi. Okay, so next is vitamins. Vitamin B2. Vitamin B2 riboflavin. Riboflavin. Okay, so vitamin B2 riboflavin, it is obtained from fungi only. So what is the species? Erythrothecium gospi. Okay, Erythrothecium gospi. It is a fungi. From this species, vitamin B2 it is obtained. Okay. The last one, it is used in the alcohol production. In the microorganism also, we discussed about the alcohol production. Fungi, for example, yeast. Yeast is the unicellular fungi. Yeast, it is a unicellular fungi. This fungi contain invertase and enzymes. Zymase. Enzyme, what are the enzymes? Invertase and zymase. These are the enzymes are present in the yeast. Yeast contain what are the enzymes? Invertase and zymase. These enzymes, it is used in the production of algae. It converts the sugar syrup, sugar solution into alcohol. Okay, it converts the sugar solution into alcohol. Okay, so this is what the alcohol production. These are the economic importance of the fungi. It is used in the production of antibiotic. It is used as a food, and it is used in the production of vitamins, and it is used in the production of alcohol. Okay, so these are the economic importance of fungi. Okay, so now we are in the end of the session. We will meet in the next session. Okay, so next class we can discuss about the remaining topics. Okay, students, thank you so much.